I was surprised because I thought that it was just indigestion. Because I had asked my husband, we ate the same things. And I says, are you sick? And he said, no. And my daughter wasn't showing any signs of anything. So, but I didn't think of it till the morning when the symptoms started to progress. It was like, I remember of being like in an echo, like I could hear everything that was going on, but I couldn't really respond that much. And they were just like yelling back and forth. We got her, get her into the cardiac cath. I ended up with one stent, and then up to the room. But from what he was saying, that I had the heart attack that Saturday night. So by waiting, it had caused heart damage. So my heart was only working at 30%.
It was shocking, very shocking. And to go to the hospital and to see her laying there, and I think the big thing for me was that she was on the balloon pump. And balloon pump means bad. You know, a heart attack can be small or it can be big, and this was a big one. It was huge.
You know, you have time in the hospital and you're laying there and you're thinking about, like your own mortality. And, even being a nurse, I would think I would have known those symptoms, but it was different. It was different. And I keep telling all of my friends, I says, it's not chest pain or jaw pain. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, this is my little sister. And oh my God, why? How?
We had the conversation probably at the hospital that when she came to see me, that, I think maybe I better get checked out. And I said, I think you need to.
The first thing I did was get in touch with my primary care physician. She did the entire workup. She said, you know what? All these things came out pretty good, but there is just something. I just really don't feel entirely comfortable sending you off and treating you just myself. And so she referred me to cardiology and found out that my LAD was so occluded that it would have taken 8 or 9 stents to open it up, and there was some right coronary problems. So the cath lab physician recommended that I either consider traditional heart surgery or they had just recruited a surgeon who does robotic surgery.
What Karen wanted was to have the least invasive approach done and wanted to be back on her feet and back being active right away after the shock of this actually happening to her, given that she's such an active person and lives a healthy lifestyle and does all the things that you're supposed to do to prevent this. Once that shock was over, she kind of rolled up her sleeves and said, okay, I'm going to try to find the best way that I can get done with this and get back on my feet and be healthy again.
And the value of the robotic surgery was, short recovery time. I was back in the classroom in 2 weeks and actually was driving my car in 7-8 days.
I was really glad that she decided to get checked, because it ended up that she had more problems than I did. I had the heart attack, but I only had the one stent. And she ended up with bypass surgery and angioplasty, and now she's in cardiac rehab now. So it really has, I think it's opened her eyes too, because she thought she was going to be okay. Everything was going to check out, and it didn't.
My sister saved my life, and as time evolved, I came to find out that I had this terrible disease. And so she did, and she encouraged me to get help, to seek treatment if I needed it. And so she did save my life.
As much as we think we know about coronary artery disease, there are some things that we don't know. We know that diabetes and smoking and lack of exercise and having a bad diet all predisposed to these things. But what about patients who don't have any of that? There's a lot of genetic issues that we still haven't yet uncovered.
I think the most important is to know your family history. I think I'm living proof, my sister is living proof, that family history is potent. What has happened made heart disease very personal. Before it wasn't personal, it happened to other people. And now it's happened to us. And so no one is immune. I think the Heart Association, the great value is learning how to live right. If everyone followed the Heart Association's recommendations, probably we'd be a much healthier country.
I think that since we've been through this and we realize the changes that we have to do, that we do keep an eye on each other.
I hope a happy and healthy life. Happy first. But in order to be happy, you have to be healthy, right?
I expect Karen to lead a healthy, normal, active life. For all intents and purposes, she has normal blood flow to her heart muscle, and she continues to do well.
Go Red for Women means that women are important. And the Heart Association has taken on that call. And Go Red means that women should be very aware that they are as vulnerable and many times more vulnerable than men.